Hey, what's going on, guys? Rome Gaming here, back in another video. Today's episode, wanted to make a quick video on Discipline Priest and some of the changes that they're getting coming on September 3rd. So quickly looking through here, I do believe that this is going to be the only healer that is getting any sort of changes. And that probably makes sense because Disc Priest had the least throughput in all of my beta testing, and just I think the general consensus around Disc Priest is they just kind of lacked some healing. So these changes are definitely warranted, and just kind of looking through some of the list here, I think that these are going to be really good changes. So taking a look at the first bullet point here, Oracle Discipline Priest preventative measures now increases power word shield absorption by 40%, was 25%. So that's going to be this talent here, preventative measures. So the changes haven't gone through yet, so it still says 25%. But if you are Oracle and you are taking preventative measures, which everybody will be because there's no option there, this will now scale up to 40%. This is actually a pretty decent buff to Oracle because we have a lot of synergy with Power Word Shield in our tree actually. So assured safety here, when we cast a Power Word Shield, we get 4 per mendings that go out. So Power Word Shield is kind of, I don't want to say it's core to our rotation, but it is something that you do want to be throwing out there quite often. Then down here in the bottom left, we have Prophet's Will. Your Flash Heal and Power Word Shield are 30% more effective when cast on yourself. So by buffing preventative measures, that's almost like an indirect buff to Prophet's Will as well. And then not only that, we also have our Rapture here as well on a 1.5 minute cooldown. So this buff is just like a bunch of indirect buffs throughout our class tree basically, and they're trying to work Power Word Shield into our rotation more. So at first, it kind of looked like a weird buff, but overall, I think it will synergize with a lot of our trees, so I think that this is a win. Now, for the main change, Atonement healing is increased by 100% outside of Raid. So this will affect both Oracle and Voidweaver, and this is a massive buff. So this was 70%, and this is now 100%, so this is a 30% increase. And I think that this is going to be the sort of bump that Disc Priest needed for dungeon environments. A lot of people have said in Raid that Disc Priest is probably one of the go-to healers, but in a Mythic Plus environment, we didn't quite have enough damage and Atonement healing to push up those health bars. So again, this does affect both Oracle and Voidweaver, so I do think Voidweaver will still be stronger, and I think that this will push Voidweaver up quite a few tiers because Voidweaver already had really good burst damage, it had really good burst healing. The main issue of Voidweaver though still is keeping your Atonement up, so you have to be kind of mindful of when you're throwing that out. So was really hoping to see some sort of Voidweaver change to where we got a little bit more uptime on our Atonement, so I haven't seen that yet. Now on the flip side of this, through the Oracle tree, you can actually get almost 100% uptime on your Atonement. So this is going to be a very large buff for Oracle as well. And due to the fact that Oracle can actually have more uptime on their Atonement, this is actually a bigger buff for Oracle rather than Voidweaver. So really nice to see. Oracle is probably my favorite tree of the two, only because I think aesthetically Voidweaver is probably the cooler one, but Oracle specifically being able to get 100% uptime on your Atonement is just sort of the play style that I like when playing my Disc Priest. Then there's also some sort of scaling issue here with Atonement. I don't know if this means that there was too much healing coming through Atonement critical heals or if there was too little. So I'm not sure if this is like a slight nerf or slight buff, but there's something weird going on there. And then we have Shadow Word Pain and Purge the Wicked damage increased by 20%. So Purge the Wicked replaces our Shadow Word Pain. So really we're just worried about this section here. And of course, more damage means more healing. So going to be even better in those large Mythic Plus trash packs. So yeah, guys, just wanted to do a quick video here. This is really good to see. Sounds like Blizzard is listening to some of the tier lists and things that have gone out, kind of showcasing some of the weaknesses of Disc Priest. I have no clue if these buffs will be enough. We'll just have to see on September 3rd when these changes are released. But so far, looking pretty good. All right, guys, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking, subscribing to the channel. See you on the next one.